Okay, so we are back at it. Third grade geometry. This is simply finding the area of a two-dimensional figure. So area is when you multiply length times width, and I'm going to write that on the top of this. Now, as you begin to work with your child, you may want to ask him or her, what do you know about area? Okay, they should be able to give you a formula, length times the width, and basically it's measuring the space that a two-dimensional figure takes up. So a rectangular shape, if you measured the area of a wall, you would measure the bottom and then the sides, or the top. But I'm sure if it's a wall, you're going to measure the bottom, and then you would also measure the side. So if this was a wall, you would measure this and then that, the length and the width. Okay, so find the area of the rectangles below. Be very careful about the unit you need to use. Centimeters squared, or square meters, or square inches, square feet. Okay, now, of course, we're going to just multiply two numbers. That's all it is. So the area for this figure here reads 2 meters across, 2 meters across, and then 5 millimeters length, down, up and down. All right, so we're just going to say 5 millimeters times 2 meters. That is equal to 10 meters squared, or 10 square meters, okay? 5 meters up and down, that's length. 2 meters going across, okay? 5 times 2, very simple, 10. 10 meters squared. Don't forget to put the units. I know that a lot of times when I used to correct papers, the child would forget to put the units, and so I'd have to give them only half points or just mark it wrong altogether, okay? All right, now, 4 inches for this next one times 6 inches equal, and we have to write it out, inches. 4 inches times 6 inches. That is 24 square inches, or inches squared. You can say it either way. 24 inches squared or 24 square inches. I like to say square first, but sometimes whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, but don't forget to put the units. When we're talking about units, we're talking about the inches, the meters, or what have you. And then if it's squared, it's squared. Put a 2. That's a little exponent. It goes up a little bit. Okay. All right, on to the next. We've got 8 feet times 8 feet. So when we're finding area, we're basically just multiplying two numbers. It's very simple. Length times width. If you were to measure your floor, measure a wall, you have to know how much space it is. If you go to purchase paint, you know, let's say your child wants his or her room painted. Make them do that's a math problem. When we go to purchase paint, a gallon covers so much space, okay? Or if you're doing tile, you know, fun things, planting flowers, how many inches apart? How much does the space take up to plant all these seeds or what have you? It could be for food or herbs or flowers, what have you. Okay, it's not area. How much space does a flat surface take up, basically? Okay, all right, 8 times 8 is 64, and then this one would be square feet. Okay, and then this one is 2 times 2. 2 centimeters times 2 centimeters is 4 square centimeters. Okay, that was very simple. And again, you can always make up problems on another sheet and have a child measure it with the ruler. You know, you can draw some figures and have a child actually use the ruler to measure it. That would be a great idea. Okay. All right, third grade, area. All right, making math count, good people.